Here in the heart of Sussex is a special place dedicated to injecting fun into the lives of the nation's pets.
Welcome to Pet Training School, a place that teaches eager and willing, if slightly unusual, pupils.
At the helm of this extraordinary school are two world-class trick trainers. Partners Jo Rosie Haffenden and Nando Brown.
One of the reasons we started Pet School is so that we can give the owners the ability to enrich their animals' lives.
They get the opportunity to learn new things and keep mentally stimulated, and we get the opportunity to bond and have much, much deeper communication with our pets. Everybody's a winner.
This week, they'll be taking on two very different species.
Today, Jo Rosie is going to teach a dog and a mini horse how to execute a vital domestic chore.
How to shut cupboard doors.
I mean, it's going to change your life, this, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Nando hits the road to help a schoolgirl's rat get to grips with an obstacle course.
We're going to use that to move her around the agility equipment.
And I meet a raccoon who's got more toys than a children's playgroup.
What about this bicycle? Is she really going to get on that?
Yeah, we can give it a go.
So let's get started with this week's door closing trick. Just look online and there are hundreds of clips of pets slamming things on cue. It might look like a simple trick, but it actually entails a whole series of tasks, executed on one command. That takes a long time to perfect. But our students hope to master this oh-so-helpful task in just a single visit to Pet School. First to tackle the task is that all-round titan of trainability, the dog. A species that possesses an ability to understand language matched only by apes. So, owner Michelle is hoping that today Mowgli will be focused on her every word.
Michelle, how do you do?
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to school.
So, what do you want to do?
We're here today for some brain training.
Tell me, how is Mowgli's brain? Look at that!
I think he's very clever.
Working cockers are, though,
Yes.
famously.
He's very motivated by food,
Indeed.
so we'll
Aren't we all?
be surely having lots of that today.
So, today should go smoothly if Michelle can make Mowgli understand that to get his favourite treats means performing the right behaviour. Shutting cupboard doors on command is a trick Jo Rosie has mastered with her rescued American pit bull, Archie.
Archie, shut the doors.
To teach this trick, first familiarise your pet with the clicker.
When we're teaching them to do anything, we can use the clicker to say, that is exactly what we want, so they do it again. Step one, you need to teach your pet to touch the target, and you're going to click and treat every time they touch the target with their nose. Your second step is you're going to pin your post-it note to your door. You're only going to click and treat when your pet touches that post-it note with their nose. Step three is removing that post-it note and instead asking your pet to shut the door. You only click and treat when your pet shuts the door. Then you're going to add multiple doors and ask your pet to shut the door and only click and treat after they've shut more than one door. Good boy.
In preparation for his big day at Pet School, Mowgli's already been introduced to the basics of click and treat training.
Mowgli is a working Cocker Spaniel, and true to form, he's very, very busy. And because he was bred to sniff out birds and then to retrieve them afterwards, his eyes are not always on the prize. He's often thinking with his nose, he's following it around the room and not really thinking about post-its or food or anything.
But Mowgli is going to need to focus, as at the end of the day, animal and owner will have to showcase what they've learned.
So you're going to click with that the second he touches this, okay? Are you ready?
Yep.
First step is getting Mowgli to look at the target that will later be placed on the door.
Yes.
But that super sensitive gun dog nose of his soon leads him astray. He's found his prey.
Come on, Mowgli.
It seems Michelle's going to have her work cut out directing this treat-seeking missile.
So we'll put these.
Of course, with a bit of hard work and time, it is possible to get a dog to fight off even the most basic urges. It's taken years of training to perfect the zen-like control of this ultimate canine mannequin challenge. Beneath the fancy dress, Essex Staffies Jess and Buster and Chihuahua Staffy Cross Elmo are really displaying an extreme version of the classic stay. And this extraordinary level of control was achieved using only click and treat training. Back at school, Mowgli has finally deduced that nudging the cupboard door is one way to get a treat.
Probably should have rewarded that then. There you go.
But his nose is still telling him there might be a more direct route to sausage satisfaction.
How's it going, Michelle?
Oh, hello. He's so driven by the sausage treats that we have.
Yeah.
He's just trying to find a shortcut to get them.
Listen, I understand that.
Mowgli's sense of smell is around 10,000 times more acute than Michelle's. So will the mere presence of treats undermine his final performance? Joe, Rosie and Nando don't just train animals within the confines of the school.
Hello, hello.
They take to the road, giving a helping hand to owners keen to enrich the lives of their pets. Today, Nando's heading to Wales to help with an unusual request. 10-year-old Joanna lives in Bridgend with her mum Barbara, brother Toby and her 4 rats, including her favourite, Lily. Joanna's a diligent Cub Scout with a uniform full of badges, but her hunger for more is never sated.
I've got 15 badges in my room and I want to earn 2 more by doing these tricks.
She's called on Nando to help her train Lily for a special performance designed to add animal welfare and entertainment to her impressive collection.
What is it that you want us to do?
Agility.
Agility with rats?
Yes.
Right. So why agility?
Because I saw this video on YouTube.
Rats are naturally agile. Some species can jump over 20 times their own body length, the equivalent of a human leaping the length of 2 double-decker buses.
Oh my word, that was really quick as well.
In 2 weeks, Joanna's entire cub troop will descend for Lily's debut. And there's only one way to motivate her to learn this trick in time.
If we can make it fun for both Joanna and for Lily, then we're on to a winner, because as long as you're enjoying what you're doing, you're going to want to do it more. And whether you're a human or an animal, if you want to do something, you're always going to do it better than if you're made to do it. We're going to teach her to focus on that end part, and we're going to use that to move her around the agility equipment.
Rats are naturally inquisitive. It's important to ensure they aren't distracted during training time and to keep their agility area consistent. Rats love energy-rich, fatty food like cheese, peanut butter or avocado. So to train a rat to explore the course, put a small amount of food on the end of a lure. When it follows, click and treat. A rat's eyesight isn't great, so Lily will predominantly use her sense of smell and her whiskers to navigate her way around the course.
Their whiskers are phenomenal. The whiskers actually feed through to a part of the brain called the barrel cortex. They use them to find out their awareness of their body in space. Good timing, well done.
It all seems to be going well,
Here we go.
until Nando introduces the A-frame. There's not much nose or whisker action here, as Lily consistently swerves around the obstacle.
The more that you can do this, the better it's going to be, but you don't have to do massive sessions, OK? 3-minute sessions, 4 sessions a day.
Yeah, let's give it a try.
Come on.
Little and often is the key to successful treat training. A week later, and both owner and pet are loving training. The obstacle course has expanded into a labyrinth of tunnels, hoops and high ropes, and Lily's starting to get the hang of them.
He's doing really well.
Inspired by the progress, the course gets a makeover in the only colours rats are able to perceive, hues of green and blue. However, the plan backfires, as perhaps overstimulated by the new colour scheme, Lily balks at the course and training grinds to a halt.
She doesn't want to do anything that we wanted to do. She won't even get out of the tunnel.
Her appetite for agility gone leaves Joanna's precious badges hanging in the balance. Back at school, it's time to see if Michelle's overcome Mowgli's super sense of smell and used his love of sausage to teach him a handy household trick.
So, Michelle, Mowgli's had a whole day at the school.
He has.
Feeling confident?
Let's see how we get on.
In your own time.
But true to form, Mowgli's focus is on finding the treats, not performing the task.
This is where the treats were before, I remember.
Right, let's restart here.
But when it's clear there's no shortcut to treat time, he's happy to work for his food.
Yes! Good boy, 1 down.
But with 5 still to go and door 2 skipped entirely, it's not looking like a perfect performance. after a brief begging interlude,
One more, go on.
yes! The second door is closed. But it's clear Mowgli is losing
down.
focus.
Yes. Well done.
And after one more door, Mowgli has lost all interest in the task.
3 out of 6.
3 out of 6.
That's really not bad at all. Well done.
But lots more practice needed, Mowgli. And practice they did. And now look who's a real pro. If focusing a food-fixated gun dog was surprisingly challenging, will Jo Rosie have her work cut out even more with the school's next pupil, a miniature horse? Will he show the discipline to rival a dog? You don't have to be a long-domesticated species to enjoy the mental stimulation of positive trick training. And I'm off to meet a surprising star pupil who proves exactly that. Meet Melanie. She's the one playing basketball. Melanie is a 6-year-old North American raccoon who has an impressive arsenal of 100 tricks, from clapping to pushing a pram and even riding a bike. Raccoons aren't pets and can only be cared for by experts. Melanie was adopted as a kit by animal academic Kim, whose near decade of research has shown that raccoons possess the intelligence and problem-solving abilities of toddlers.
I'm guessing these aren't your toys.
No, they're hers.
I haven't interrupted you at play.
No,
Yeah, no.
She has so many toys, probably more toys than most children.
Now, when did you start training her?
When she was about 8 weeks old, when I first got her. In the wild, raccoon mothers spend a huge amount of time with their young and really teaching them different things. So I think because I'm almost like a mother figure to her, it's the most amazing connection.
And there are more amazing connections running through Melanie's brain. This nocturnal animal is hardwired to interpret touch more than any other mammal. Raccoons can almost see with their paws in the dark. Perhaps it's their dexterity with their paws that sometimes makes them seem almost human.
So clicker training, using positive reinforcement, is very, very good for raccoons.
So that keeps her happy, that keeps her fulfilled.
Yes,
Having
exactly.
things to do. So Kimberly, are there any tricks that I could do with her?
Yes, just cover your ears and say, where are your ears?
Where are your ears?
Good girl. And she goes through the whole routine of her ears, her stomach, her foot. Very good.
What about this bicycle? Is she really going to get on that
Yeah,
bicycle?
we can give it a go. Do you want to ride your bike, Melanie?
This trick took Melanie just a week to learn. Impressive indeed. But as raccoons can reach speeds of 17 miles an hour on foot, it's fair to say Melanie has a better chance of winning the London Marathon than the Tour de France.
I mean, it's a rare thing to see a raccoon anyway, but a raccoon that can ride a bike,
Thank you.
that's wonderful.
It just goes to show that no matter what the animal, patience and positive reinforcement is the key to unlocking your pet's potential. Coming up, more tricks from a miniature horse. And we find out if Lily the rat can win Joanna a bevy of Cub Scout badges. Today, our pupils are learning a trick that could spell the end to that most tiresome of household tasks, keeping those cupboard doors closed. We've already seen Mowgli's frenetic attempt.
One more, go on. Yes!
But now, Jo Rosie's tasked with teaching an animal that's easily spooked by loud bangs to slam doors. Here to hone his kitchen skill set is part-bred American miniature, Westy. This pint-sized stallion is the pride of owner Kelly's stable of 29 miniature horses. While that may sound like a lot, remember, they are all very small.
He may be little, but he thinks he's a huge horse.
Of course he does.
Historically, a mini horse's size and strength meant they were perfectly proportioned to haul heavy loads in cramped coal mines. Luckily for Westy, horses no longer go down coal mines. And with Kelly, he enjoys the finer things in life.
I do in-hand jumping, which I run in the horse jumps around a course, which is quite mad, and also carriage driving. So they're sort of my
many
main-
carriages.
Yes, yes.
Oh, it's ridiculous, like a fairy tale. What are you hoping to take away from it?
I'd like to learn how to generally trick train, so I can use them with Westy, but also some of my other horses as well. So I'd like to get in some insights into that.
So, Kelly's here to see if she can motivate her pocket-sized pony to shut that door. And thankfully, Joe Rosie's equipped to get the best out of Westy.
Horses historically have been thought to be a bit thick. They're able to problem solve and they're able to read and pick up on what their owners are doing and their emotions much, much, much more so than we thought they were.
The process of training Westy is the same as for Mowgli. Step 1, touching the target means a click and a tasty carrot stick.
So we can see that he's definitely realising what it is. So we're going to move this on.
Yeah.
And we're going to put the target onto the cupboard door. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, you're going to have to be
Come on,
quick.
Westy.
Here, though, is where the progress ends. Horses tend to suffer from the equine equivalent of long-sightedness, and Westy is struggling to see the target on the door.
So he's got to work out where it is.
Training animals can often feel like it's a case of 1 step forward and 2 steps back. However, with patience, horses are capable of achieving incredible things. Even miniature ones. Little Rosie, thank you, has responded so well to positive reinforcement training, she can take on any canine rival with her mastery of xylophone and shake a hoof. She shows a pony can really tidy up when it comes to tricks.
Hi, Kelly.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going really well. I'm so impressed with him. I really am very impressed with him.
Was I seeing something amazing there, or was that just him bumping into a door? Because it does look simple, this, you know,
Yes.
to me. But I haven't been going through the agony of each inch that you've been.
It is. It's the little stages, and you
Yeah.
need to get those right before you then can move on to the next. So there's a lot of work behind something that seemingly is quite straightforward.
I'll take Kelly's word for it, but that looked more like a lucky nudge than a confident close. And with 6 doors in the final test, it's looking like a tall order for a small horse. Back in Bridgend, it's a big day for rats and cubs, as a whole troop of scouts are descending on 10-year-old Joanna's house for Lily's big performance.
And she's the first person we've ever had in 36 years I've been Arcala to train a rat.
They're all here to see if it's possible to teach a pet rat to complete an agility course in just 2 weeks, and if Joanna can win 2 more achievement badges in the process.
Joanna is fantastic. She's very competitive and we know she'll do well.
Lily struggled in training,
She doesn't want to do anything that we wanted to do.
as she was plunged onto a course painted in the only colours rats can perceive. So how will she fare in front of a crowd, dressed in those same colours and sitting yards from the action?
She looks a bit sleepy. I don't know if it's going to be okay.
OK, rat fans, it's time to find out. Cue the rat. First, up the tightrope. A nod of approval from Arcala there. The lure seems to be working its magic as Lily puts in a cautious but steady performance. Now, all that stands between Joanna and her badges is the final run to the line. And she's nailed it. Two weeks ago, this rat didn't know her slalom pegs from her tunnel runs. Now she's queen of the course.
That went very well, Lily. Well done.
Lily's reward, tasty sunflower seeds. Joanna's Cub Scout badges.
I really enjoyed doing the training with Lily, and we got closer by doing this.
That's cheating.
The pressure was on, but Lily did it really well. She did everything we wanted her to do. She was epic.
Training's not just about acquiring skills. It's a journey that can cement the bond between animal and owner.
3 out of 6. That's really not bad at all.
Now it's time for Kelly and Westy to show what true partnership might achieve.
In your own time. Very, very
Okay.
best of luck.
Good luck, Westy.
Close the cupboard.
And he's off. Shutting door after door and showing none of the distraction that plagued Mowgli.
Good boy.
The inbred determination of the pit pony ploughs on through, And he's not stopping for treats on the way.
That was a good one as well, because that was right open.
This
Dribbled
one,
it in.
Westy. Can you do this one? Good boy. Keep going. No, don't eat it.
chew on the
Keep
top.
going.
Go,
Westy, go on.
Go on, Westy. Good.
Yes! Score 6!
Look at that, what a star.
Good boy.
And back at home, Westy's keeping up his star performance. In just one day, our students have learnt to tidy up the kitchen, and Westy's proved a horse can be top dog when it comes to trick training.
Can't quite believe it, to be honest. He was just absolutely brilliant. I'm completely thrilled to bits.
We've worked well together. He will be closing all the doors when we ask him.
There's this one moment where the animal gets what it is that they have to do, and the human suddenly sees that their animal has understood all the training. They feel this sense of pride that all their hard work has paid off.
It's just the jacket she's after. Oh.